Chapter 5, NBC, The Catalyst, Part 1. So, Budd Hopkins received a phone call from Harry Lynn, which was a producer for Channel 4 News in New York, because he was working on a series about UFOs. So this producer originally contacted Ted Blocker, but Ted Blocker was hesitant to speak to the media because he had bad experiences with the media, because they tend to make distortions and mistakes about the facts, and sometimes even ridicule witnesses. So Ted Blocker didn't want anything to do with the media. But because Harry Lynn seemed like a serious and honest person, Ted Blocker came around and decided to be a part of the TV documentary, which turned out to be pretty good. So, Harry Lynn was also speaking with Budd Hopkins, and Budd Hopkins suggested that he accompany Budd Hopkins during a Rockland County UFO investigation. So Budd Hopkins appeared on a radio interview, and there was somebody that called in to the program, and this person was Dennis McMahon. And on the radio show, he said that there were 2 UFO sightings he had in 1969. One of the sightings was witnessed by more than a dozen people, including policemen, and it was about a UFO traveling slowly about 50 feet above the railroad tracks in downtown Pearl River, New York. The second sighting Budd Hopkins suspected was an abduction. So before Budd Hopkins met with Harry Lynn, he went to Pearl River to interview McMahon, just to make sure that he was an honest person. So the sighting that Budd Hopkins suspected was an abduction went like this. So after dinner on a Friday night, McMahon went to a town nearby to pick up his friend Paul Federico. They drove to a narrow road and they parked and began to talk about events of the past week and what they were gonna do for the rest of the night. Like they were planning on going to a dance. So they saw like a weird light and they jumped out of the car and they looked at the sky and they saw the underside of an oval UFO hovering about 35 feet above a nearby telephone pole. The object had a large beam of light radiating downwards from its center, and it had a line of multicolored lights around the outer edge. So McMahon ended the story saying that the car wouldn't start, and the weird thing was that he installed a new battery. So he waited a few minutes and tried again, and the engine started. So they drove to a police station nearby to report the incident, and as they were driving to the police station, the UFO seemed to be still above them. Then it pulled ahead, changed direction, and shut off and disappeared in seconds. So Budd Hopkins also interviewed Paul Federico, and Federico basically said the same story. So Budd Hopkins listened to McMahon's account many times and Federico's account once, and he noticed something weird about their narrative. They said that they watched the UFO, and then they said that the car wouldn't start, but none of them mentioned anything as to what happened in the middle between those two events. Like there was not even a single "let's get the hell out of here," none of that.